Wolfpack TV on WIWolfpack.com. It was a battle for second place at the Hartmeyer Arena, and the Wisconsin Wolfpack came out on top. 34-20 was the final score here tonight, and the fans had a great time at this one. Let's go into the stands with Nicole LeBlanc to talk with a few Wolfpack faithful.
Nicole LeBlanc here in the Hartmeyer Arena of the Wisconsin Wolfpack's second home game of the year. I am here with Nikki. Nikki, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Nikki, do you come here often?
I don't. This is actually my first time.
Yeah, are you from around here?
I do live in Madison, yes.
How do you like Madison?
I like it so far. It's a good city, lots of stuff to do, so.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Rod Davison, the former coach of the Madison Ice Muskies here at the Hartmeyer Arena. Rod, how are you doing tonight?
I'm having a great time. It's a nice crowd. It's an exciting game, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, what do you think of the game so far? How do you think the outcome's going to go? It's been pretty close so far.
It's almost like who gets the last possession might win the game, but it's very exciting.
Yeah. You come here often for the indoor football games?
No, this is my first time. I was away on the opening night, but I'm here tonight, and I'll be here again. It was a lot of fun.
All right, well, thank you for letting us use your ice rink. I am here with Dennis. Dennis, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Dennis, you come here often, don't you?
I come here as much as I can, which would pretty much be every game.
Yeah. Dennis, you come with your family a lot?
All the time, actually. Tonight I left them home. Tonight's adult night, but normally I bring my 3 children with me.
Yeah, what do you think of the Hartmeyer Arena?
I like it. It's a lot more personable. I like the Energy Center, but I can see how the team would want to be in a facility more like this.
All right, thank you, Dennis. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you very much, Nicole. And now from the stands to the field, let's talk with one of the key players in tonight's game, Andy Crooks, former Wisconsin Badger and current member of the Wisconsin Wolfpack's second-place team. Here with Andy Crooks, former Wisconsin Badger, following a 34-20 win for the Wisconsin Wolfpack over the Marion Mayhem. Great win for you guys tonight.
Yeah, it was a good win. Marion really brought it. But we stepped up at the end. We made some big plays, ED, scoring touchdowns, Schabert, just sticking in there, all the O-line, the defense. It was a good team win for us.
What's it like for you to be back here playing in Madison and the indoor game? Is it much of an adjustment?
It's a lot different. The field's half the size. Yeah. It's a lot faster game too, but it's fun. It's still football. So it's
getting the chance to be out here in front of the fans that used to watch you when you played for UW. It's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to get out and play some football, man. Have some fun, hit some people, crack some pads a little bit. It's always fun.
Next week, the Fort Wayne Firehawks again. You got to expect that they're going to be coming back at you pretty hard.
Definitely. They're, you can't take any team for granted in this league, and they're going to bring their best stuff, and we just got to be on point.
Andy Crooks, thank you for joining us on Wolfpack TV.
Appreciate it.
Here now on Wolfpack TV with Matt Schabert, and you have a reputation of beating teams from Middle Ohio when you're playing for teams from Madison. You do it again today, 34-20, a big win over the Marion Mayhem. It secures second place for the Wolfpack, and more importantly, it sustains the momentum you built up last week in Fort Wayne.
Absolutely, yeah, we had a heck of a job last week in Fort Wayne. Defense and offense started out a little sluggish. We had a different defense this week we're seeing from them. So we're kind of drawing some stuff up in the mud. Took a little while to get some momentum going there and get a little rhythm. But the defense, as you saw what they can do in the second half when they crank it up, I think people need to be a little scared of that. Like you said, we've got the momentum now. We've got a couple home games coming up. We've got a close road game. So we really need to keep piling that on right now.
Being back here with some of your former Badger teammates like Kurt Ware and especially Andy Crooks, I would think for you that familiarity has to help a lot.
It does. It was good seeing their ugly faces all the time at practice, and you can't print that. They'll probably say the same thing about me. But it's good coming to a new place. I always, in indoor football and regular football, you meet new guys every year. I think we've got a heck of a nucleus, not only on the field but also off. Guys get along great, and that always spells great success come playoff time when you really need it.
Next week, Fort Wayne again. You have to think they're out for a little bit of revenge.
They do. We heard the scores a little bit earlier. But, hey, we got them in here. They're used to playing in their big home. Let's see what they can do with this low ceiling. We've got the offense going with the running game again, which is nice. They didn't see a lot of that last week. So we'll put the mix on them, run it, pass it. We'll give them a little bit of a different look, and hopefully we can smash them here just like we did last week.
A lot of Wolfpack fans and a lot of Badger fans. Good to have this guy back. Matt Schabert joining us on Wolfpack TV. Thanks for joining us this evening.
You got it.
We round out this edition of Wolfpack TV as we always do with the head coach of the Wisconsin Wolfpack, Jordan Kopac. You knew it was going to be a good game, a battle for second place against the Marion Mayhem, and you get off to a bit of a sluggish start, but you pull it out 34-20.
Yes, it was a little slow when we got going that first series, and like I said to Dave, from now on we should we should take the kickoff the second half. He said, no, they're the ones that already decided. They won the toss, so they were smart enough to do that too.
Matt Schabert starting to find a rhythm. We really saw it in the second half of this game. We talked with him earlier. He feels really comfortable with this team.
Yes, it's a matter for him to get used to our system and what we're doing. And we had a couple drops in the beginning, and of course we reminded the players at halftime about the drops, and so then they came back second half.
Fort Wayne coming back here next week. Of course, you shut them out last week in Indiana. How much do you expect them to want revenge when they come into this building?
Well, I think it is embarrassing when you get shut out, and so they'll go over whatever they did wrong. And as you know, the football is a game of mistakes, and we did some real good things. We controlled the line of scrimmage, but they made some mistakes, and I expect them to heal those mistakes. And I also expect that I'm going to have a mountain to climb, reminding our players that somebody's coming in here to beat us.
3-1 after this victory, 34-20 over the Marion Mayhem tonight. Jordan, thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you.
So there you have it, 34-20 is your final score here tonight at the Hartmeyer. Next week, it's the Fort Wayne Firehawks right back here in Madison. Start time for that game, 7 o'clock. For Wolfpack TV, WIWolfpack.com, Nicole LeBlanc and Mark Cook behind the camera, I'm Dan Pfeifer.